What's going on, everyone? In this video I want to talk about a red teaming tool called CursedChrome. If you've never heard of it, look in the description, get the link, and this will be the GitHub that you see. So CursedChrome is essentially two things. It's an extension for Chrome, a victim extension, and a fully functional HTTP proxy which can be used to actually talk to the victim plugin and browse authenticated websites as your victim user. So obviously you could do whatever you want with these authenticated websites. So this is a bit of a run through of how to set it up and how it works. So this diagram within GitHub, there's only really two things you need to know here, and the victim browsers here are the CursedChrome plugins for Chrome. This talks to the CursedChrome server, which we're going to set up in this video, and you as the attacker can then proxy to the CursedChrome server, which then goes to the victim browsers, which will allow you to browse the websites as these victim users. So what I've got going on here is a DigitalOcean droplet, which I'm RDP'd into. If you want this RDP display, then look in the description. There's a link for that as well, a quick setup of it. So the first thing you want to do here is clone the Git repository. So I've done that already, and it's CursedChrome, as you can see here. You're going to want to apt-get install Docker and apt-get install Docker Compose to create the Docker images for CursedChrome. And the last thing you're going to want to do for a bit of a setup before you actually spin up these Docker containers is do an IP tables rule. So the way CursedChrome works is it allows you to proxy through this CursedChrome proxy to your victim user. So what we need to do is actually allow port 4343 here, which is a WebSockets port, so our victims can connect to our server, which will then allow us to see they're connected and do what we need to do. So to do that, just use this IP tables rule, which opens up port 4343 on your external interface, which mine is 206.189.123.92, and then it redirects it to your local host 4343, which is the cursed proxy. So there is a better way to do that. You can use an Nginx server, but it's a bit bloated for this demo, so I've just done a simple IP tables rule. Not the most secure, but it will do for now. Anyway, getting to the point of this, you want to run a few Docker Compose commands. So this first command, Docker Compose up -d Redis DB, that will start a Redis database, which is the backend for the CursedChrome proxy. The next one you want to run is the Docker container for CursedChrome. And on the first run of CursedChrome, you will see this attention, and if you look above that, you'll see a admin username and password. So just make a note of that. You will want to change this once you log into the admin panel on the first login, but I'm not going to do that, but you should do that. Talking of admin panels, you can go to the admin panel on 127.0.0.1 and the port is 8118. So log in with those credentials that we just saw, and you will see this logged in panel. So all of your victim hosts are going to appear here. Of course, at the moment we don't have any. So the next step on from this in the setup is to download this HTTP CA certificate so we can talk to the victim machines using SSL TLS. So download that and save it. I'm just going to move that to my desktop to make things easier. We want to import this into Firefox, so I've just put that into my desktop. So to import it, you want to go to the settings of Firefox, go to Preferences, search for Cert, and that will show you certificates. So View Certificates, go to the Authorities tab, Import, and just go ahead and import that certificate. Now you want to trust the CA to identify websites, click OK. Click OK again, and that certificate is now installed within Firefox, so we can talk to the victims using encrypted means. So you can just click off of this now. So the next thing we need to do is set up the plugin which we're going to give to our victims. So within the CursedChrome directory, the GitHub repo, you'll find an extensions directory. You'll then see a source directory, a BG directory and this background.js. This is what you're going to have to modify with your external IP address. So mine is 206.189.123.92 here. Change this part to your external IP address. Leave the 4343. Save that, and then you can use this plugin later. So now it's time to actually set up the plugin. So I'm going to simulate being a victim on my own host here. So if you want to go to extensions, Chrome extensions here, make sure developer mode is on. Click load unpacked. Go to the Chrome repo, click extensions, select the folder, and then you'll see this CursedChrome implant pop up here. So obviously this isn't the best way to do it. You don't just want to give your victim the CursedChrome implant because they probably will work out that this might be malicious. What you actually want to do is roll this out using Chrome Enterprise policy within an organization. If you can get to that level, you could potentially put this into other legitimate plugins using the developer tools, or make your own malicious plugin and try and get that onto the store, but that would be highly illegal and don't do that. Anyway, so we've now got this implant on my actual Windows machine. So if I go back to my DigitalOcean droplet, we should see a connection, which we do. We now have this connected browser bot. So now we need to set up a proxy within Firefox here on the DigitalOcean droplet. So the best way to do that is by using Foxy Proxy. So you can go ahead and download that as an extension to Firefox. Once you've done that, click Add. Just title it whatever you want. I'm just going to call it Vic. Make sure the proxy type is HTTP and not HTTPS. I made this mistake and it cost me some time. The proxy IP is going to be your local host or whatever the IP address is of your proxy. The port is going to be 8080, and then username and password you can get from the CursedChrome dashboard. So just go ahead and copy that over like so. And now you can save that. So now we have the proxy set up. We've got our victim machine with that implant, and you can see at the moment on our DigitalOcean droplet, I'm not signed in on YouTube, I'm not signed in on LinkedIn, and I'm not signed in on Reddit. So as soon as I flick the switch on Foxy Proxy, so at the moment it's turned off, let's go ahead and turn that on. So just Vic. That proxy is now on, and with any luck, if we refresh these pages, we should see that we're now logged in as our victim user. The proxy is a little bit slow, probably won't be in all cases, but it is in this case, so hopefully this won't delay us too much. Okay, it took a few minutes, but we're now loaded. I'm in YouTube as my victim user, which is myself, but on my other legitimate machine. Here are all my subscriptions. You can see LinkedIn is still loading, but I'm logged in. I've got a feed, you can see me, and on Reddit I'm logged in. Mr. Turvey, see I've got a message. So at this point you can kind of do whatever you want through the proxy that we set up here. So that's CursedChrome, very easy to set up. Hopefully this made sense. Thanks for watching guys, I appreciate it. Subscribe and like the video. Thank you.